Okay, I should be live. Okay, I am live. Hi, Mariana. How are you? It's good to see you. If you are here, say hello because you can let me know that you are here with me. I'm just trying to just check everything on here. Looks okay. Hey, Sandy. Yay. It's so good to see you both on here. Just some Babs, Heather, Amanda. Welcome, 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 everybody. How are you all? Okay. Now I can make this screen any bigger. Maybe that's all I can actually do. Yay! I'm glad you're both fine. Is James watching with you, Mariana? Good to see you. Shelley, hello! It's good to see you too. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been in this group, full stop. So just take a few moments so I can say hello to everybody. Hi, Amanda. Yay. And Carolyn Francis, hello, Carolyn. Julie, Marie, hello. Gina, hello. This is good. It's telling me on here. Oh. And Jens, hi Jens. Jacqueline, hello. My friend Gina is joining as well. Awesome, Sandy. Hello, long time. It has been a long time, hasn't it? So how are you all? It's been quite a journey since I was last been in here. And for those of you that know me, know that I haven't been in here for quite a long time, but it's excited to be back. Oh, hello, Mummy. My mum's watching. Carolyn, hello. Louise, yay, hello. It's like a big soul reunion, soul gathering with everybody. Rani, hello. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So, yes, I missed that voice. Oh, Sandy, it's been a long time. It's been a long time, full stop, since I've been back in this group. And some of you may be thinking, who is this lady who's just gone live in the Earth Angels group? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Rebecca Vine. I founded this group back in 2008, and which is 16 years ago now. It's a long time. And those who know me then know that I was just passionate. I was passionate about waking people up for Earth Angels, to recognize themselves as an Earth Angel, as a light worker, and just to know how important that you are here on the planet right now. And it was a very much passion-fed journey. I put myself out of my comfort zone. I'd done things that for a long while, I'm like, I don't even know how I managed to do that. And I feel like I've come full circle in a way, being back here. So before I go into a little bit about my story, where I have been, I just wanted to set the scene, so to speak. So I aim to be in here every single week for you. Every Monday, apart from if I'm on holiday and I am going away at the end of August, so I won't be here then, but I will do another day instead and come on another time. And my intention is to be in here live every week in this group, and I'm committed to it. 100% committed. For the past 10 years, I've run a membership site. Some of you may, a lot of members, past members have been, that I'm seeing that's come on here, have been members before, and it's so wonderful to just reconnect with all of you and be able to do it in this way. So I've had 10 years of running a membership site. We've had live calls. This would be my journey call that I used to do with my members every Monday. But we know what happens. The universe has been pushing us. And some of you may feel this, especially when I share my story of where I've been, because I was terrified to come back in here. I was terrified of putting myself back out there. And for those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, my profile, I have a page as well, you will notice that I've been radio silent. I've sort of come totally away from social media. I've been very much focused on my children. When we've had a significant event actually last week, was my son's last day at primary school. So here in the UK, we have primary school and then we have secondary school, high school, and he had his last day. It was a turning point. And it just feels divine timing. So that's why I'm here today, showing up. I'll be here next Monday. I'll be here the following Monday. And the reason that I'm back here is to serve you, to be the light that I know I'm here to be, to show up, to be here, to support you where you're at. Because as we know, the world that we live in, we've got a lot of bad shit going down. Before I go any further, let me please just say, for those that know me, I swear, and they're likely to pop out. I'm going to try and rein it in, but the chances are there's going to be a few swear words that are going to pop out my mouth. So I apologise in advance if you are offended, but that is me, and I aim to be here and just be myself. Bob, hello Bob, it's good to see you. Jane, welcome. I'm just trying to keep an eye on who's joining. Edith, hello, welcome. Get lots of love. Thank you for the love. Big shout out to some of our admins that we have on here. We've got Babs. Babs has been with me for 10 years in my membership site and is amazing. We have Amanda, who's been part of the membership site for about 8 years. Erwin and Robbie, you would have recognised those names in the group. Robbie and Erwin have been like guardians of this group. And that's why we have all posts approved. So because we want to keep this group safe, and this is my intention coming back in here, being with you. It's always been this intention to create a family, and so many friendships have been created over the years that this has been running, but to have this as a family so that when you come into this group, you feel the energy of it, you feel safe, you feel protected, you feel heard, you feel seen, you can ask questions. Because when we're on this spiritual journey, it can be very lonely, especially if you haven't got people around you on the same sort of wavelength or understand where you are. So that's my intention for this group, to show up each week, to help you on these live calls each week, to create some videos that's going to help support, inspire you. Some of you will remember there are some in the albums that were videos that clear your energy and different how-to videos. They're still there in the albums. Old now. I've done them a long time ago, but they are there. So if you want to check them out, you can. They originally were in the Earth Angel Sanctuary, and lots of people use them and they really help. But I want to create some more stuff for you, and I want to see where it is you're at, what it is that you need. Obviously our lovely group is called Earth Angels, and I'd like to do some masterclasses on the different realms, because some of us really resonate with the incarnated angels, and we have our own set of problems with that. Some of us are elementals, a lot of us are old souls, and a lot of us are very star seeds. And I think we all have that in us, if I'm honest. We're all spiritual beings having a human experience. It just helps us understand ourselves a little bit better. Dreamer, hello, welcome. It's so good to see so many names on here that I recognise. It's like, oh, I'm soul family. I'm getting a little bit hot. I do apologise if I'm looking a bit sweaty on the camera. So yeah, just to set the scene, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be authentic. I was a bit nervous before I come on today. And coming into the old ego, we've all got an ego, as we know. We've all been on a spiritual journey. No matter where we are right now, we're still on this journey, aren't we? We're still growing, we're still expanding. So the reason why I have been absent for so long is because 7 years ago I split with my ex. So all of a sudden I'm a single mum, 2 young children. I think Angel and Evan, some of you will remember my children, Angel and Evan, were 6 and 4 at the time. So it wasn't the time for me to be out there. I wanted to hide. 2018, I applied to go on the UK's Big Brother, if you know what Big Brother is. And the reason I'd done it, I mean, I was terrified, was because I was just so passionate about waking people up. We need people to wake up, because this planet is ascending. You know, we're shifting on this planet. And I actually got through. I got through to the auditions. Although I was happy to say I didn't get through, because I would have kept going with it if they'd have put me through. So I'm so glad that didn't happen. And I was in the national paper. Then the national paper contacted me, and then This Morning contacted me. So I was on national TV, some of you will remember, with my dear friend Michelle Gordon, who's written a series on Earth Angels, amazing author, and my other dear soul sister Ruth, who unfortunately passed this year. She's with us in spirit. And that was amazing to be able to get out, to share. And I felt like I completed my mission in a way. And being single mum, I wanted to hide, and that's exactly what I did. I focused on my membership site, my members, and we carried on growing. And I think I've covered every topic I could think of in there. And I stayed small, I stayed hidden. There was a couple of times I sort of poked my head up again. 2020, we all know what happened then, because of the fear, the agendas that we have going on. And I've done a couple of lives. I think I did a couple of lives again in 2020, and I'm going to be back, but I wasn't, was I, as you all know, because the fear, the resistance was so great. And it's been a journey, and I'm sure so many of you will recognise Julie. Yes, I remember Julie, meeting you. I remember. The journey has been 1 and 2, the dark side. We're all well aware that we are human beings having this human experience, and we have our ego that wants to keep us safe. When my ego wanted to keep me safe and didn't want me to put me in danger, didn't want to get the bad energy that I did have being on TV, putting myself out there talking about earth angels, and the comments like, oh, do you wear those wings around the house? I'm like, no, I'm going to bump into door frames if I do that, sort of thing. So it's been a real journey. And the fear, the resistance, I can't tell you how many times I have wanted to come back into this group, to show up, to be here for you. But the fear was too great. The resistance was too great. Until I really got in touch with my values. I really got in touch with what's really important to me. No surprise, my top value is love. And I'm sure for any of you that have ever looked at your values, what's the most important thing for you, the most important qualities and things for you, I'm sure love is going to be at the top for virtually all of you. Love and compassion, freedom, passion. And I was like, I've lost my passion. Like, where had my passion gone? I was so passionate before, which led me to do so many things. And then it sort of died out a little bit. I think it was being on television and felt like I'd complete something. And then obviously the place where I was at in my own life, being a single mom with my kids, having my little membership, I was in my comfort zone. And I'm going to admit it because it's the truth, and I'm sure you'll resonate with that as well. So welcome. I can't actually pronounce your name. Theomir, hello, welcome. And Jad, welcome. So yeah, it's been quite a journey. Going through the darkness, shall we say, walking in that dark side. The problem is sometimes when we go into that darkness, we can get stuck there. And it's been, once I found, when I reconnected with my values, some of you, when I told my members, when I was still running my membership site, I have actually closed the membership site because I used to have the calls on a Monday, and I'm going to show up here for you instead. And we was talking about it. No one was surprised when leadership was in my top 10 values, and I was really surprised, but no one else was. So I'm owning that. I'm here to show up for you, to be a leader, to be the lighthouse, to share my gifts. There's so many things that I could talk about. There's so many things that I could share with you. It has been one hell of a journey the past 10 years, running a membership site with all the different things that we have healed and that we have covered, and the activations, everything that we've done it's been an amazing journey. But it felt time. It felt that cusp, the time to let that go so I could show up and be here for everyone here. So I'm just having a look through some of the comments. So it's lovely to see so many people on here. Sandy, shock face. So, and I know some of us are, Ian, hello Ian. It's so lovely to see so many of you here. It really is. I've got so many past members as well from the Earth Angel Sanctuary and the Soul Circle that I run. It's lovely to see all of you. But I am here for all of you. I am here for you. I'm here to serve. I'm going to be here every week, as I said. We'll probably go for about an hour. Knowing me, probably a little bit longer, because I do like, when I get in my flow, I like to talk. I want to create some masterclasses for you if you're interested, and some content if you're interested, because I want to be here and serve. And when I made that decision, I was so excited. I was just poof, my energy. And then, as we know, the fear sets in a little bit. And I was nervous before I come on here today, but I was like, I'm doing it anyway. There you go, I'm doing it anyway. I don't know if any of you have like conversations with your ego, but my ego, yeah, likes to keep chirping up. And you don't want to do that, stay small, stay safe. And it's like, no, no more time. There's no more time for us to hide. There's no more time for us to stay small. Every single one of you watching and every single one of you in this group, we're here for a reason. We're in this group for a reason. We recognize that spiritual aspects of ourselves. We recognize that earth angel aspect of ourselves. And that's really important for us to honor that, and to know that we are here for a bigger reason. We got a lot of darkness going down on this planet. I'm sure you're all aware. I've been down so many rabbit holes, especially since 2020. I've always been very awake, very aware, very sensitive to energies. 2020, I'm head first down the rabbit holes. And the reason I wanted to do that, and it's quite traumatizing, some of the stuff, was because I wanted to release that within me. Because when we look at externally, it's also a reflection of what's going on inside of us. And I wanted to heal those deep emotions within me so I could hold more light, I could hold that space. And I'm so grateful for that journey. I'm so grateful for the journey, full stop, to be here now, here with you all. Hi Nancy. So it's so lovely to see. So if you look back at the time you were going through all that stuff, all of us here had to guide and lead went through the same thing. Now everyone is feeling it's time. It is time. Absolutely, Sandy. Who else is feeling that it's time? There's been a shift in the air. You're feeling called for something more. Because obviously I know I am. And I know many of us are. Many of us can feel this shift. And we are in uncertain times. We know there's a lot of darkness going on this planet. I like to call them the bad guys. In public. In private, it's a little bit worse than that. And then we've got the good guys. We've got the light workers. We've got the earth angels. We've got those that are living their purpose, and it's so wonderful for us to be able to come together as a community and to help each other and to grow together. So that is my intention, and my commitment to you all, to be here every week. I say, unless I'm on holiday. I am going on holiday at the end of this month with my children, but I don't think I think it's midweek to midweek, so I will be live at some point during that time. I think it's just one Monday I will miss, and I will be going live, and I may well do a masterclass. I really like the idea of talking a bit more about the different realms, because there's common challenges that we have for those that are incarnated angels or have that aspect of within you. You know that we want to save everyone, help everyone, that guilt's a huge thing that we struggle with, weight as well. Starseeds, highly sensitive, old souls. There's a lot of anger, and there's a lot of people that are really quite scared to really open up. I was terrified to put myself back out in the spotlight. I haven't even posted on my profile about this. I posted on my page yesterday because it's still a bit like, woof, but here I am. I apologise if I'm talking very fast. I do tend to talk quite fast, so I will try and slow it down. But I want you all to be able to come into this group and to feel the energy, to feel the love, to feel the support, to know that you are not on your own, because you're not on your own. We've got a whole community of us here. We've got so many amazing people that are live with me today. All of you. I know so many of you personally, which is awesome. And to be here to share and to show up for you. So if you like the idea of masterclasses, let me know. I'm going to do some polls in the group. I'm going to be a lot more active in the group. Big shout out to, the admins. I've got Robbie and Erwin. Erwin has been an admin. I made him an admin within the year of opening this group in 2008. So he's like our longest standing admin ever. And I love and adore Erwin. And Robbie, so they've been really looking after this group. We've got Babs and Amanda, who are live on here today, and Jennifer as well, who's in the US. I'm not sure if Jen's live, but amazing souls. We've had many amazing admins over the years, and so if that is something that you want to be part of and support this mission, just do let me know. So Ian, there is no right or wrong, only super conscious experience. Anyone not of the light chose that. We've all been good and bad in past lives, haven't we? I am no saint. So those of you that know me well, no, I do swear, know that I do like to have a bit of a laugh. and have a bit of fun. Some people think I'm just angelic, and absolutely, I have that angelic nature. I am a light worker. I resonate with all the realms, which made me feel a bit, unsure of myself in the past, because I'm like, I just fit in all of it. But now I recognise that there's actually nothing wrong with that, and there's so many of us that are so many different things. And I've explored more about my star seed origins and all past lives, Akashic records, all of this exploration, which is all wonderful to have this information, to know this about ourselves. It's like putting a big puzzle together. But ultimately, right here, right now, we're in this beautiful world, this beautiful planet, and this planet is changing, and we're changing with it, and we're changing as a consciousness. So as we shine our light more, as we step into who we truly are, we have that impact. We have that massive impact. That's right, being authentic. I certainly wasn't going to show up here and just pretend to be all angelic and cute and nice, because I'm a bit rough sometimes around the edges. I'm just me, and that was my goal, to be here. Rana, resonate with the incarnated angel realm. That'll probably be the first masterclass that I'll do on the incarnated angels. And what I'll do with that is we will look at the common problems, the common things that as a collective that you have, and we'll do some clearing and some life healing and some stuff like that on the call. So I'm quite excited about that, really excited about that. So, but I want to know, where are you at right now? What are your biggest problems? What are you struggling with? Is it coming out? Is it remembering who the fuck you are? This was an awareness that come to me earlier this year, and I was like, oh my God, because I do lots of journaling, and looking at myself. I was like, I forgot who the fuck I am. I forgot. Well, I hadn't forgotten. It was still there in the background, but there were so many more pressing things around me, my children, memories, like life in general. And I had forgot who I truly was, why I was truly here on this planet. Because we all have a reason for being here. We all have a purpose for being here. But we, as earth angels, we know we have a higher purpose. We have a global mission for being here. There's a higher reason, and you'll feel that inside. When you connect to that, you will feel that there is more. You're here for more. And we get stuck, and we go into the darkness, into our doubts. And I don't know about you, but my ego drives me crazy. I laugh. I said to Babs, I'm like, everywhere I go, there I am. And literally everywhere I go, there I am. I can't get away from myself. As we all know, we can't get away from ourselves. We want to make friends with ourselves and acknowledge those parts of us, but put the power in our heart, what we're here to be, who we truly are, our divinity, our sovereign nature. So Ray's struggling with mental illness. Shelley, Rani, there's so many people that are struggling with this, and there has been times of actually thought, I think I'm going a bit mental, because the thoughts. So I get where you're coming from, and it's just we can have. There's so much to it in a way, but before we come to this planet, we were this big bright light. This I'm like, yes, going down to earth, I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna be the light. I'm gonna show up. And then we come into our mother's womb, and we immediately start taking on stuff from our parents, and then we're born. And we're like, the whole world revolves around us. And then we quickly learn, actually, no, it doesn't. Actually, my needs are not getting met. I'm not good enough. All of these have come up for me about being here for you. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Why am I not good enough? Because I have shit days. I have days when I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Or I get angry, And I'm not good enough. I'm unworthy. I need to be perfect. Now, if I needed to be perfect, I would not be here right now, because I ain't perfect. But it's a belief that we have. I need to control myself. I don't trust myself. I don't trust other people. I don't have the capability. Another huge belief in my belief bank, part of me, that I have. I don't have the capabilities. I'm not allowed to be capable. I'm powerless. How many of us feel like we're powerless? These are core beliefs that we can have, that we create growing up. As I'm sure many of you are aware, our early years are so important, and we take on all these different beliefs, and when we don't shine a light on them, they're there for the rest of our lives. Now, I've shone a light on them, and they've reared their ugly heads plenty of times for me personally. So it's been such a journey with the dark side, that my shadow. But there's nothing wrong with my shadow. It's just my wounded child. It's just those parts of us, and we all have that wounded child. And I know often when I work with anyone, I connect with their inner child, because they're normally terrified, they're scared. And it's letting them know that it's okay. It's okay to think that you're not good enough. It's okay to think that you're unworthy. It's okay to have them beliefs, but put your focus on who you truly are. So it's been a very powerful journey. So I hoped do you know what? I was going to write some notes before I come on here. And when I do a video, I play it through in my mind. And I thought today, I'm just going to show up, and I'm just going to allow myself to speak and allow it to come through. So I hope this is helpful with what I'm sharing, where I've been. So I'm just going to have a little quick look through the notes. So Julie spent thousands in searching. I'm sure I'm an earth angel. Suffer traumas, here to help children. Julie, I've met you in person. You're 100% an earth angel. I think angelic realm. Imposter syndrome is so frustrating, isn't it just? Isn't it just? Because if I'd have listened to my beliefs, to my ego, I would not be here now. I would say not been good enough. I don't know enough, which is ridiculous. And there's so many things about so many different topics. It's unreal. But it holds us back. It holds all of us back. Sandy's been through many shifts since Shelby's passing. So much more information to share. Yeah, we're feeling. Jenny, Angel, welcome, Jenny. Hannah, welcome. Thinking things need to be ordered before I do it. Exactly, Julie. Sorry, Shelley, that's exactly how I was. As I say, if I was going on what I believe about and I still believe I'm not good enough, I'm not unworthy, I need to be perfect, and I blatantly ain't. Their beliefs, like, I ain't going anywhere. And this was something that I've learned as part of the past 10 years, this journey, that there's a lot of beliefs we can shift. We've got some core ones. You try and shift that you're not good enough, you actually give it more power. So much to share with you, so much to learn. I trained in belief coding that helps with limiting beliefs, procrastination, inherited traumas. That's awesome, Julie. What does it mean if I'm an earth angel and live off positiveness? There's nothing wrong with living off positive energy, you know, and some people are, oh, peace, love, light, rainbows, unicorns. But if you think of the yin yang, that's all well and good, but we've all got that shadow. We've all got those fears. We've all got those limiting beliefs. We've all got that dark stuff from the past. And we can heal a lot of this. And we've done some amazing healing. And I'll tell you something, you're going to see something from some of the members that I've been working with past 10 years that are really stepping up. And they've shifted so much, and they're here to serve. I'm super excited about them, and saying some of them are live with me today, not pointing at anyone. Billy, welcome. Is that a thing, knowing so much about a lot of things? I don't know if you're joking there, but absolutely. We, oh, I clicked off of it on here. So, what have I done here? There we are. I need to get the thingies up. We all know lots of things about lots of different things. I know lots of things spiritual, lots of personal development stuff. It's been a journey, and there is plenty of it. And sometimes I'm sure you'll feel the same. We're like, oh my God, we can share all this information, and then some other things we're completely stupid about. In fact, the amount of times I've made myself laugh that I'm like, oh my gosh, I consider myself an intelligent person, but sometimes, holy Moses, am I stupid. That's called being human. Ultimately, we're in a human body. We're not here to be perfect. We're not here to know it all. We're not here to figure anything out. We're here to shine our light, to live our values, what's truly important to you. And I've done values work many years when I trained to be a life coach back in 2007. And obviously go through all the values, and I've done it at different points in my lifetime. And it's so important to recognize what's truly important to you. And my top 10 values, literally, they all align with being here with you, showing up, being on purpose, sharing from my heart. Not everyone's going to resonate with me. I'm going to be like Marmite. You're either going to love me or hate me. And do you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So I'm just going to have a quick look. So I am an earth angel and feel drawn to find my other half, but I haven't met him yet, but I sense him. People are very drawn to my energy, but love is so important to me. Hannah, I feel that. I'm still single myself. Low, in one way it's by choice because I settle in, but in another way it depends if you're from the angelic realm, because that is, you just want to love people. But you know what the most important thing is to really bring that love back to yourself, to bring it back, to love yourself, to love your life, to love your body, to love who you are, because then boom, you attract them. If you're not in that space, you will, if you do attract someone, they're going to show you all this unhealed stuff in a way. And it's a journey as well of relationships, full stop. So I know for my country not to elect, making fun of my situation. I don't want to get political on here, because we've all got different perspectives about what's going on in America and what's going on in the world. What I will say is that we got a lot of bad people, a lot of evil, I won't say anything stronger, evil guys. But we've got so many light workers, and sometimes light workers, they don't look like a light worker. We have them all over the world, and I feel like I know on such a deep intrinsic level that we are going to be okay. This planet's ascending no matter what. It might get a lot worse, get messy, but we're shifting. That's why we're here. And we need to focus on us. We need to focus on how we're feeling. When we see things on the news, I don't watch the news at all. But mum's still watching and be like, yes, we have to tell you, Sarah, what's going on in the world, because I ain't interested, because most of it's propaganda and it's lies anyway. But it's to remember that we're the ones that can make the difference. We're the ones that, when we shift our life, we cannot change external events. And if we look at what's happening in the world and what's going on, and we feel fear, or we feel anger, or we feel frustrated, that's our responsibility to deal with those emotions. That ain't going to change the world. You can't fight fire with fire. Resistance, in a way, is having that an acceptance of it. It's not making anything right, but it's dealing with what comes up within ourselves so that we can grow, that we create the ripple effect. We didn't come here to do it on our own. We come, I was thinking I come here with a team, and before I come on here, I was just connecting, and I'm like, right, angels, ascending masters, I can feel their engine, and Mother Earth's like, yes, I'm here too. I feel totally supported and connected in the spiritual realms, and also in the physical realms of the people I surround myself with, amazing people, where we can lift each other and we can and get that good things. We all have bad days, part of being human. We all have these different places that where we go, so it's part of being human, but ultimately we're spiritual beings, and by reconnecting with our purpose, reconnecting with our values, when we're happy, that energy's flowing out. When we're holding that place of love, that energy's rippling out, and it makes a difference. Quick story, I have shared this before, I'm going to share it again because it's popped into my mind. There's a little boy going down a beach, and there's thousands of starfish on the beach, and the little boy's one, he's picking them up and he's throwing them back into the sea, and this man sees him. He's like, what are you doing? He goes and putting the starfish back in the sea. And he's like, you can't possibly make a difference, there's thousands, you can't make a difference. He picked up a starfish, he threw it in the sea and said, I've made a difference to that one. So when we look at it from that perspective, every little thing we do that's positive makes a difference. It makes that ripple effect. So let's have a little look through the things. Okay, I'm working on self-love. The older I get, the harder. It's a challenge, but we can get there. We can do it 100%. There is more of us than there is them. 100% we're shifting. The battle has already been won. 100%. That's where everything is happening now. This is Hannah. I'm talking to a guy online who feels like he's my uncle, but in a past life, yeah. Yeah, you meet people. I can't tell how many people I've met, and I'm like, I know you on a soul level. Just, people. Welcome, Angie, who's just watching. So, are there any? What are the things that you're struggling with? What are the things that you would like me to create in this group? Say, I would like to do some masterclasses on the different realms. I would do that on Zoom. So I'll invite you to come on Zoom with me. I'll share obviously the links and everything, and we'll have a call on the core 4 realms, common problems. We'll do some healing around that. Something that'd be really good when we're not sure what our realms are. We can listen to different ones because I'll share the characteristics and just do a bit of shifting of energy around that. And so I'm going to do some polls. If there's some videos, some content I can create. I created hundreds of videos in the Earth Angel Sanctuary. I've done hundreds of calls in the Soul Circle. We used to meet every single week. There were journey calls. We used to do a live call every single week, which then changed to every 2 weeks. So we had time to integrate it. So there's so many different things that I'd like to show up in this group and to help you with. Self-love is a huge one, or energy around our heart. There's so many different topics. It's a bit like, where do I start with all of it? Which is why I wanted to just say I'm coming on here, get on here, share, and then and just see what I can support you all with, because we're all on our own individual journey. So I'd love, so just let me know in the comments, what are some things that you would like some help with now? Is anyone really struggling with anything really right now, especially anything of an emotional nature? Is there anything that's going on that you would like a bit of help with, that you'd like a little bit of support with? If anyone is brave enough and they want to come on camera, well, I'm happy to do that. But the war's been won, yeah. We've already won. On the bigger picture, it is a done deal. It is a done deal. I know it don't seem like that, and I have days when I just feel a bit flat. It is part of being human, but when we can really connect in with who we truly are, and I'm sure we all have, everyone on this call, I'm sure you all have, you've had that experience, that connection. Self-love, Julie, that's a huge thing for so many people, having that self-love. It's a journey that I've been on, and I know all of us in the Soul Circle have been on. I think all of us. So it's but is there anything anyone would like to have any healing around, anything that I can support you with now? So just to share, obviously there's many different things that I can do with you. I've done hundreds of calls in the Soul Circle, the membership site that I run, which has come to its end, and it's like, what a journey. Any kind of emotions that you get stuck with, some of us can really get stuck in fear or anger or worry or doubting of ourselves. No, I'm diabetic, do not eat properly. Bless you, Nancy. There's lots of different things that you can do. It depends obviously what type diabetes you are actually. But there's lots of different things, and we've got to love ourselves, haven't we? We've got to look after ourselves. And who's had times when they haven't? We've all done it. But it's making those choices each day. I'm dealing with just being important or finding the importance in my life. Billy, what I would suggest is to really look at what's truly important to you, what your values are, what do you really value. When you think of times in your life, like peak experiences, like some of the best times of your life, if you can think of 4 or 5 times in your life when it's just like the best times in your life, and identify what you're feeling, what the emotions are there, can really help find out what your values are and what's most important to you. Feeling, chest area. So you've got feeling coming up in your chest area. Self-sabotage, eating rubbish, major 3D life struggles remain the same. We've all got the 3D life struggles, unfortunately. It's part of being human, isn't it? 5D, yay! 3D, And getting from 3D to 4D is a different journey from getting 4D to 5D. The grief of letting go past versions of ourselves. Yeah. There's a lot. We'll see if we can do a bit of a meditation. And is it grief that you got sitting on your chest, Shelley, would you say? One of the things that I did when I worked in the Soul Circle, the membership site that I run, was that I wanted to empower everybody. I wanted them to be able to get their own answers. So although I'm sharing this here, being, you know, founder of the group, standing up, being this lighthouse, this leader that I'm feeling called to do, we're all leaders in our own life. I am, one, don't put me on a pedestal. Please do not, because I'll either fall off or fly off. And it's for us to recognise our own sovereignty within each and every one of us, that we are, we're all so important, and to be the most, to be a leader in your own life. Need to work on controlling my emotions and not let my ego take over. That's so true, Heather, with the different emotions that we have. And trust me, I get knocked. We all get knocked. I think it's part being human as well. But we can start to shift this. We can start to heal through this. We can grow. We can let go of so much stuff. And it is so nice when you just let go and you just don't have an emotion about something anymore. You just feel different when you shift your perspective or think, okay, there's a part of me that feels not good enough and unworthy, but there's a bigger part of me that says, oh, I'm doing it. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be driven by this passion, this force within me, my heart, my soul, my spirit, to be who we can be. And we have those, wow, amazing times, and then we tend to have those flat times. And it's being okay with not being okay sometimes, knowing that this too shall pass, and to know that where we are right here, right now, does not define who we truly are. When you have that higher definition that I am sovereign, you know, I am divine. I'm, you know, I am the daughter of the divine. And funny side note, my dad's called David Vine, so I love that one, daughter of the divine. Yeah, so you know, how we define ourselves is really important. All of you, every single one of you, are so important, so valuable, so needed here on the planet, and I want to be here to help you. I was told years ago I'm healer of the healers. I thought, whoa, I can remember Sandy, I don't know if you remember, we had a conversation, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe 11 years, and she was like, Sarah, you just feel so much responsibility for everyone. I was like, I know. And I was like, I felt this responsibility for all earth angels, because I was told I was a healer of the healers, and it's like, the only person I can be responsible for is myself. Sometimes ain't that responsible. But hi Elaine, welcome. So glad you made it here. It's so lovely to see so many names that I recognise and people from the past. It really is. So let's should we do a little bit of shifting? Who would like, just let me know yes in the comments if we got some emotions that we can start shifting. So Sandy, you did do my records as well. Yes, I've still got a copy of them. That was my Akashic records. Robbie did them once as well. Robbie's one of our lovely admins in the group. Karen, welcome. Karen, you just joined us. So I still remember that reading. I do, Sandy. Yeah, amazing. So I want to do a little bit of shifting some energy and help you. So what would be let's just have a little tune in. I feel like I have a general excitement. I don't know if that's what people are feeling. Having trouble with the internet. Good old internet. Carolyn, what are you struggling with? Carolyn, we've spoken before in the past, haven't we? I'm sure we have. I got told by a 5 different I've gifts, my soul heals other souls. Do you know what? Every single person watching this, you watching this, we all have gifts, talents, skills that are so needed. And when they come so naturally, you don't really think too much on it. You know, we're just like, oh, it's just what I do. You know, that's just what I do. We don't necessarily, unless we've trained. You know, I mean, I've trained I've done so many advanced diplomas in life coaching. It was unreal. Theta healing, trained in so many different modalities, EFT, so many different things. There's so many different things that I've learned over the years and learning. So, but every single one of us. That's right, Sandy, you was an admin in the past with Robbie. We have. I thought so, Carolyn. I thought so. Yes, Elaine, you will be able to watch the recording. Thank you, babbies. So, what emotions? Throw some emotions in the comments that you're struggling with right now. And let's do some shifts around this. And then we'll do a nice little meditation to finish. And saying I will be back here I'll be here next Monday. And we will, I'll be sharing some more. Can invite you to come live. I'm not quite sure how to do it on my computer. I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on my computer. So, Sarah, I can see you are creative at random times to come to. Also, when you think negative, you think to yourself, don't think like that. I saw a lot of you, maybe it is good for you. Thank you. Grief, frustration. Thank you, sadness. Okay, yeah. Let's just put some in. We'll do a lot. And the thing is, do you know what? There's another thing about, do you know what? I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to talk how I normally talk. I will preempt you there. Swear words pop out. And I'm definitely not perfect. That's true. I remember once I was out and I was smoking a fag, and someone was like, "Oh, you're smoking." I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "I thought you were spiritual." I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I'm spiritual, I smoke, and I swear a lot as well." We're human, okay? If you judge me, that's comes from you, because I've made peace with myself. Confusion. So let's have a little look. So we've got grief, we've got frustration, we've got sadness, helplessness. Just started back in the interest after 15 years in Australia. It's so hard to do my job. Bless you, Carolyn. Confusion. Okie dokie. So when I work on multiple levels. So I can be talking to someone, and I can be working with them, with their higher self, working on different, I don't know how it works. I just know it works. So, and also, not only that, although I'm here live and I'm on the screen, we've got some wonderful people in the background. Little shout out to Babs and Amanda. Sandy, I'm sure you're going to be doing some energy work in the background as well. So we're really, I haven't heard potty mouth from you yet today. Oh, Bob, plenty of time for that still. What we'll do is we will shift some of these emotions that you're stuck in right now. I want to be of service. I want to be able to give you some value and to help where you are. So the thing is, so we've got frustration, sadness, confusion, and grief. If there is any more, so I've got that helplessness as well. Just having a quick look just to see if I've missed any emotions on there. I don't think so. Anger. Yeah. Okay, so when we look at emotions, they're vast. I've cleared fear more times than I care to remember, and I'm still scared. I'm still fearful, but I'm not fearful of the same things that I cleared the fear around. So when we think of anything like this, with anger, with sadness, with confusion, different emotions, if you think of emotions like a forest of trees, I can lop it down a little bit and take the heads off, but it's just going to grow. It's still there. We really want to look at something specific. So self-doubt, I can feel the collective. I think there's a lot of self-doubt in the collective. Whatever you survive, your unconscious wants more of emotions, feelings, beliefs, circumstances, and conditions, no matter what it is. This is because it's survivable. You're not broken, you're super conscious. Absolutely, Ian. None of us are broken. Not one person is broken, okay? We're all sovereign beings. We're all perfect as we are. And we are just expressing ourselves in the way we are. There is no right or wrong. We live in a world of duality. I'm sure you're aware of this. We've got two hemispheres of the brain, left and right, light and dark, the yin and the yang. So, but ultimately, when we come into our heart spaces, we're oneness. So none of it's wrong. We aren't wrong. We're not broken. We're rediscovering who we are. And what we want to do is we want to focus on what we love, what's important to us. So I do invite you, as a bit of maybe self-reflection after today's live, is to really think of what's really important to me. What are some amazing experiences that I've had? And what were the emotions there? You know, what were the key things about that? And if you do sort of like 4 or 5 different experiences that you've had and what emotions that were there present, you can pretty get a good idea of what's important to you. My top values is love, freedom, passion. I was quite surprised at that, but I was so passionate in the past. I felt I'd lost it for a long time. Family, of course. I adore my family, and I adore my soul family as well. Leadership, contribution, peace. These are all things that are really, really important to me. And when we live our lives in accordance to those values, we're on purpose. We feel it, you know, rather than trying to do something that's against our values. It's a bit like pushing a rock up the hill. But Ian's exactly right. What our ego does is, if we've been through ever trauma, and I know so many been through so much shit, we all have. If we've survived it, which we're all still here, our ego thinks it's survivable. So it does try and keep us safe. It's interesting how it works. So lighting my sage, yes. So let's do some shifting. So I do invite you. We'll do maybe the self-doubt, maybe on the meditation. Expressing myself authentically, I think it's really important to just be ourselves, and that's why I just thought I'm just gonna show up, be myself, be like Marmite, and at least I know I'm living my soul truth. I'm living my truth. So let's do some shifting of some of these energies first of all. So I invite you, we're going to go through lots of love. We'll go through one by one. I want, for those of you that have put these emotions down, let me know. So we'll go with, let's go with grief. Grief's a right bottom one. We'll go with grief first of all. So I want you to, you can close your eyes and just tune into your body. You'll know if grief is present. You can ask. One of the ways that you can ask your body is by muscle testing with your fingers. There's different ways you can muscle test with your fingers, or like this. And you can also sway, get a yes or a no of your body. It tells you what's in your energy, or you can just feel it. So this, I just invite you to just take some breaths and just tune into if there's any grief in your energy. Some of you may have a lot of grief. Some of you might be like, no, there is no grief. And just see if you can connect. It might be with someone's specific. It could be grief, more of a bigger one. But I want you to really think about either a situation or a person or something specific. Say that right, because I've got a video on YouTube where I'm saying Pacific and someone put, that's an ocean. I'm like, yeah, I missed the S there. So we're going to go with grief. So let's just tune in. And if you're not feeling any grief, just hold that light, hold the space, or be willing, if there's anything that needs to be released, to go. And just let me know what, how strong that is on a scale of 1 to 10, or just make a note for yourself. How 10 being really strong, 0 being there's no grief. So just tune into that. Who was it who put that on there? Shelley. So Shelley and anyone else who's feeling that grief, just tune into that. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you to breathe. I just ask you just to give me your permission just to connect with your energies. I've already called in so everyone before I come on live, but just so we're all conscious, we're just going to call in all our guides and angels, all the ascended masters, dragons, galactics, So you feel that presence, that safe space, and just connect with that grief. Just notice where it is. Just note where it is out of 10. Feel it in your back. Okay, Shelley. Okay, I'm just going to ask you to breathe. And just breathe. And let's just release and dissolve that guilt. Let's just identify all of that guilt. Okay, so we identify any feelings and emotions that are connected with that. Anyway, this from this life, past life, parallel lifetimes. Anyway, any of this is inherited. And just dissolve that. Any energy reversals around that as well. Just tune in. Shelley, you've given me a 10. Just let me know what number that is now. And if there's any other emotion that's popping up as you're doing that. And anyone else, if there's any grief that you've got, just notice what number that is now, if that feels different. 7. Okay, good. Is it still grief, Shelley, or is there another emotion? Is it still... I already have a house full of guides on my head. That's right, Bob. We didn't come here alone. What does it mean? I saw white wings, angels, I'd say, Hannah. Did you see the white wings on you? Okay, so just tuning back into that grief. Just feel it, just acknowledge it. So let's just unlock that, please, for Shelley, this grief that she's carrying. If there's any other emotion there, can we just bring that up? And just keep breathing, Shelley. That'll be your wings, Hannah. Okay, let's just dissolve what that's underneath there as well, please. Okay, Shelley, once again, let me know what number that is for you now. 10, feel it on your back. It's going to be all that stuff back there. It's fear underneath the grief. Hannah can see her wings. Yay. Okay, so let's just acknowledge all this remaining grief. Good, free. And just tune into whatever's underneath that, Shelley. This fear underneath that. Often we can have a sense of powerlessness. Powerlessness is huge. So let's just acknowledge that that might be there. The energy of powerlessness, and let's just release and dissolve that now. So let's unlock that for you. This life, past life, parallel lifetimes, please. Anyone that's inherited, does not have any energy reversals, anything else there? Let's bring any awareness thoughts into the mix, and can we just treat all of those? And any of that resistance as well. Sometimes with grief, there is a resistance to letting that go because it feels like we're letting someone go. I like to think of it as when we let that grief go, it can just flood with love. We can feel more love. Okay, Shelley, how does that feel now? What number is that? Does that grief feel like it's completely gone, or is there still something there? Did everyone else feel that? If anyone, that's good. What's still there? What's still there? Is it still grief that's still there, Shelley? Just type in yes or no, or if that's another emotion that you're feeling there, just check in. It's so freeing when we can let go of stuff that hold us on. Was it a drum is not to focus on letting it go, but to focus on making it. Yeah. Okay, cool, Sandy. Yeah, you can take a deep breath now. Awesome. Does it feel like there's any remaining grief? So if you just tune in, just if you can tune into that grief that you can feel when anyone else. If anyone else feels, just check in, is there any grief? When we do this, it's multi-levels. There's something else, Shelley, there's something else underneath it. Feel some release from the solar plexus, good. Yeah. You're all going to benefit in some way, shape or form. Especially, say, if you have anything that comes into your mind as we're doing this, because we're working multi-levels. So you've got something underneath that grief, Shelley. Let's just tune in, see whatever it is that's underneath that grief. If there's anything that's holding that in place. It could be fear. Let's just dissolve. Let's just acknowledge whatever that is underneath that. Is it a belief that's underneath? Could be some kind of belief. What are you thinking, Shelley? Oh, you're saying anger and resentment. Okay. Well, we've got anger on here as well. So let's get into anger. So if anyone else listening is angry about anything or feels resentment about anything, think of that thing now, what it could be. Try not to think of just resentment or anger as a whole. If you're feeling angry just generally, it will reduce it a bit. But if you can think about it something specifically, it's going to work so much better for all of you. It's a bit like, say, a massive forest. We're just going to take down one tree. Maybe two or three. Okay. So anger, resentment. So just tune in and just notice what that is out of 10. 10 being it's really, really high, and 0 being there's no anger, there's no resentment. Just tune into that and what it is around. Okie dokie. So choose that anger. Okay, let's just start releasing that anger. So just invite you all just to take some deep breaths. Just acknowledge that anger. Just accept it in a way, and that resentment. Have that acknowledgement, that acceptance of it. And let's just release and dissolve that from your energy now around whatever it is that you're focusing on. Let's just unlock that, please. This life, past life, parallel lifetimes. Let's just shift in where that's inherited as well. And just breathe. So just breathe. Any resistance to letting that go, just shift that as well. Any of the thoughts or beliefs that's coming up, just bring them into the awareness, please, for each person, so that they become aware of those, so we can just let them go for now, please. Just acknowledge that anger, that resentment. Let's just unlock that, please. How does that feel? How does that feel, Shelley? Anger and the resentment. Just type in and let me know. Give me a number if you have a number for those. Anyone else that was feeling anger? How's that feeling now? Has that shifted? Has any of that resentment? Has that reduced for you? So trying to just do, brilliant, neutral, yeah. Trying to just do anger in general is not, or if you're just feeling angry in general, it's going to reduce it. But when if you're angry about something specific, normally there's a root. Sometimes, I know when I work with clients one-to-one, we go into, we want to find the root of something. We don't want to focus on looking at everything that's wrong and hearing stuff, but as we go in for living our values, living the life we love, creating what we love, stuff's going to pop up. It's going to pop up. Beliefs are going to pop up. Thoughts, emotions. And we can't just try and ignore them and keep focusing on what we love. Or we can shift them. Make it easier to focus on what we love. More solar plexus relief. Wonderful. Babs feels calm and peaceful. Super duper. Okie dokie. So confusion. We had that confusion. Who's feeling confused? What are you feeling confused about? Is it just confusion in general? What is the confusion about? Can anyone share and just let me know if there is the confusion? How confused are they? And what else is with that confusion? I was very confused. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start. Whenever I think of, before even coming in here, I'm thinking, oh, I don't know what to say first, really. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just throw myself in the deep end and do it anyway. Direction for you, Shelley. What I would, next step, life purpose, confused with direction, confusion around purpose. Got a common theme going on here. So, and I get that because I felt that myself. We'll do this, we can do a bit of shifting around that, but what I want your focus to be on is living your purpose. There's a choice that we can make every day, which is to live our true nature and purpose. And when we think, what is our true nature? What is our true nature? Exactly, don't know what the fuck to do. And I still don't know in some ways. But I'm on the path and I'm just taking a step after step. I don't know the future. I don't know where it's going to lead me. I don't actually know. A bit like taking a leap of faith, isn't it? So it does unfold. And I think, a bit like what Ian was saying, none of us are broken. When we think about our purpose, what lights us up? What are our values? Values are so important to recognise what's truly important to you. I've always been so close to my family, my wonderful mum and dad. I've got sister Jo, I've got obviously my 2 children, very close-knit family. Rebecca, it's Sarah. Bob. Very close to my family. It's one of my top values, no surprise there. Love, compassion, top values. Passion, which I was a bit surprised at, and then I was like, oh my god, I used to be so passionate. Passion, it's really important for me. I need to feel passionate about something. I need to be fired up about something, and I am fired up in the sense of that we're all here to make a difference. We're all here to get in our power, to remember who the fuck we are. There, Bob, for you. So we can start to, and we forget. I forget. We have those doubts. I have the doubts. But when we have that guide, that North Star, that guiding light, that you know, even if it's not clear, but that's where we're going. So your purpose could be to live your values. Your purpose could be to, once you know what's truly important to you. And there are different things that you can do online to find out what your top values are. It's so important. It was a real shift in me when I really, my head gets too far ahead of myself and I panic and I can't get there as soon as I want. So this is what I do, Shelley, and I've done so many different times. I want to get back in the group. Panic, and then can't actually physically do anything. We're rendered. It's one step at a time. Get that? If you was going on a journey, I live on the coast in Essex in the UK. If I was going up to Scotland, top of the country, I can't see the way to get there. I know I want to go to Scotland, and this could be wherever you are in the world. You're in the US, you want to go to another side of the US, or wherever you are in the world. I have no idea of the path to get to Scotland. I don't know the steps. I don't know the road. I have absolutely no idea, but I know I want to go there. I know I want to live my values. I know I want to feel passionate. I know I want to make a difference and a contribution in this world. I know I want to come from a place of love. I say that's Scotland. And I'm in Essex. I can't see the journey there. I don't know what's going to happen on that journey. I have no idea. I just know that's where I'm going. So I'd get in my car and I would start. And the first thing might be, well, just how to get out of, get out onto an A12, onto a motorway. It might be the first thing. It's, rather than thinking, oh my God, am I going to run out of petrol? What if I get lost? What if there's traffic jams? What if you're not even going to get in the car to make that journey, if you look at it from that perspective? But if you have that North Star, And I think for us as a collective, like, what's truly important to me? We're all here for a reason. Welcome, Dana, who's just joined. We're all here for a reason. If we find what's truly important, Shelley, what's truly important to you? You know, what do you value? What is it? What are your values? What do you love? What would you love to create? You know, I don't know the answer to this myself, just to be clear. But I'm taking the path anyway. I'm taking the step anyway. I don't know. Clearly, got a bit of an idea. But as soon as I try and get too specific, my doubts pop up. You can't do this. Like, fuck off, ego. I'm doing it. And take the steps. So, does that help, Shelley? You can come see me in Scotland. Does that help? So it's to So it's to stop putting pressure on yourself. Good to hear. What's the most important? And this goes for all of us. You know, who do you want to be? Who is that person, say in Scotland, going to be? Well, if I'm a person that's living my values, I'm going to live my truth. I'm going to speak from my heart, because love is my top value. I'm going to have freedom to choose when I do that. Freedom to choose my language, how I choose to express myself. Family is important. They're like my soul family, community. I want you to feel safe, seen, heard. And safety is a huge one, so people know that they're not on their own, that we've got a community of people. Leadership, I'm going to lead, you know. Babs can tell you a funny story. She come and stayed with me, and I said, follow me, Babs, and I just did circles around the garden. I said, follow the leader, and I just thought it was funny because I was leading her in circles. You know, just because I do like to joke quite a lot, but to lead, to show up, to get out of my mind. If my ego had anything to do with this, I would not be here right now, because I'd be too scared. All the fears will come up. But when I'm choosing my values, what's truly important, what I'm passionate about people remembering who the fuck they are, how powerful we are, why we're here on this planet. This planet's shifting. Yes, there's a lot of 3D heavy stuff on, but when you can come back into that and connect with that purpose, and when you start looking at what's truly important, and you try to bring these into your day, you know, a bit like this, the self-love. It's like, what could you do for yourself today that's kind? And take those little steps. Everything starts with one step, but we want it to be in the right direction. I fear will have us going around in circles. It will keep us small. It kept me in hiding. It kept me in a comfort zone. Until it got to the point, it's like, I need to shift. I need to step up. I've been wanting to, but I couldn't because I was too scared. My fears are... So... Sarah, I saw you. I saw it. Your healing is near mountains, walking and drinking lots of water. Beautiful, Hannah. So, coming back to that confusion. So maybe is there confusion around what's really important to you? We want to have it something a little bit more specific, because, say, confusion in general, you'll feel good, but then it's going to all come back up again because it's just too general. So is there confusion around maybe what's truly important to you? Just let me know in the comments. I've got my water here as well, Hannah. So yeah, so just let me know in the comments, is there, yes, confusion around the values? Is anybody else feeling that confusion, or is it around something? So it does need to be a little bit more specific than on a general level. We can still shift it, but we want it to stick a little bit. We want it to stick for you. So when you think about your purpose, because we had lots of purpose, confusion around purpose, confusion with direction, next step, life purpose. No, next step for the purpose. Do you know what? I'm sure you've all seen The Secret, haven't you? It's a Neil Donald Walsh He goes, if eating a salami sandwich makes you happy, by golly, eat a salami sandwich. And it is a little bit like with our purpose. Well, what brings you alive? What makes you happy? You know, where would you like to see yourself in 5 years' time, Julie? What would you like to be doing? How would you like to be living your life? What your future self be doing? What would she be saying? What would she be thinking? How does she feel about herself? I think trusting that we will be supported by the universe if we make some of these choices we need to make it as healers. 100%. 100%. It is, I can only obviously talk from my own experience and from people that I've worked with, and I know the purpose. Like, what is my purpose? I know I'm here to be a light. I'm not here to help the planet. How do I do that? And it was finding that clarity around what's truly important was a real key thing. It made total sense with what I'd done in the past. In the caravan running vintage caravan retreats. Nice, Julie. So what is the first step to doing that? And it could be visualizing it, imagining it. Who would you be running this? You know, how would that feel? Who would you be? How would you be showing up doing that? Janice, welcome. Janice has just joined us. So it's having that, and sometimes we don't know what that is. We don't know. Julie, you've got it quite specific there, which is awesome. But sometimes we don't know what it is. So that's why I say, we'll come to your values, find out what your top 10 values, what the things are important to you, what do you love to do, what do you have interest in. You know, I'm spiritual as they come. I'm really down to earth, but it's always been the spirituality, that higher power, you know, angels, dragons, the mystical, sacred geometry. I mean, I paint sacred geometry. That's I'm passionate about that, getting people in their power. So it's finding the values, what's really important to you, and taking those little steps. Done this on a vision board, have one in my garden. Oh, yay! Excellent. So it's just taking those little steps. So let's all just do a bit of a shift around this, and then we'll tie up, because I'm well aware I can stand on here for hours and just keep talking. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here with me. So with the confusion, with the frustration, we had sadness, someone put as well, and helplessness. Let's shift those, and we'll do a little meditation. Hi, Miranda. Lovely to see you. Just joined us. Okay, so let's just tune into that confusion. And it could be like confusion around the next step. We think of purpose or direction. If there's confusion or frustration, helplessness, what you're feeling helpless around specifically. And if there's sadness, it could be a general sadness, because we're highly sensitive, everybody here. And we will pick up other people's emotions. So what we'll do is, when I do a meditation, we'll bring that in, so we can shift all that for you. So let's just work with these first. This confusion, frustration, helplessness, and sadness. So once again, I just invite you to close your eyes, just tune into that emotion, just tune into it, and just give that a rating out of 10. Just notice where it is in your body. Notice where it is, how intense that is, and just acknowledge that. So the first thing we want to do is just acknowledge it. We want to accept it as well, in a way. Just accept it's there, acknowledge that it's there, and then just breathe, and let's just release and unlock that from your energy, where it's stuck in your energy. So let's go with the confusion. As you just breathe, just acknowledge, just be aware of any thoughts that come into your mind as well. And any thoughts that do come into your mind, just accept them. Just acknowledge them. Don't make them wrong. Don't make them right. Don't judge them. Just allow those thought streams to come and let them pass. We just want to bring that acknowledgement to them, bring that acceptance to them. And just breathe. And let's just start unlocking all that confusion, that self-doubt that might be holding you back as well, that fear. Let's just acknowledge that this plus our parallel times solve those any reversals. And can we also acknowledge any of that frustration as well, please? Just allow yourself to feel that, acknowledge it, any of those thoughts that come along with that as well. Let's just start shifting that. The energy of helplessness. If you're feeling that, once again, we just want to acknowledge that. Very much go into inner child here. So let's just acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge any thoughts around that. Have that acceptance of that as well. And just be willing to acknowledge all of that and allow that to move through. And let's bring it on to the sadness as well. Any of you that have feeling that deep sadness, just identify, just connect with that, acknowledge that, have that acceptance that is there. Any thoughts that come in as you tune into that sadness, just acknowledge that. Just become aware of that. Don't judge it. Just be with it and just breathe. And this is up as a parallel time. Everyone just keep taking those deep breaths. Michelle, Gordon. And just breathe. And just breathe in calm and breathe in peace. When you're ready, just open your eyes and just let me know how that feels for all of you. Just let me know if there's anything that's got stuck. Just type it in. I want to have a big shout out to my soul sister, Michelle Gordon. Michelle Gordon, if those of you that don't know, she is amazing. She's written the Earth Angel series. Got some amazing books about fantastic author, full stop. I have all, there's my books here. Highly recommend Michelle. Lovely Earth Angel stories. It's good to see you, Michelle. So, how are we feeling? How are we doing? I think you're just re-releasing your Earth Angels books as well, aren't you, Michelle? I think I see a little post. Share it in the group. Share it in the group. So you've got sick in the stomach, Julie. Okay, so let's just go into acknowledge that. Is that sick? Is that fear that we got stuck in there? Let everybody else just let me know how you're feeling. If there's anything stuck in your energy, that confusion, sadness, frustration, helplessness. Just tune and just feel into that. Let's get sickness. Normally, when you're feeling sick, it's like there's something you can't quite stomach. There's something. Oh. So, book 11 is released on Thursday. That's the Earth Angel series, if any of you are not aware of that. Very exciting times, Michelle. We need to have a little catch up. Nausea. Okay. Nausea is normally something that you can't stomach. There's fear around it. So let's just acknowledge that. Let's just release that for you, Julie. So just breathe. Just going to let your body know it's safe to let that go. And everybody else, just type in and let me know how you're doing. If you feel good, if there's any emotions that still feel stuck. Work and relationship blockages, I feel fear. Just breathe. How does that feel, Julie? Just check in with that. Just check in. How does that feel, Julie? Your tummy? And just let me know. It's crazy, isn't it, when we think we're all here for a bigger purpose, and yet we all have our own shit to deal with. Like, for example, my car, which I love, is like on its last legs. It's around my mum and dad's because the window come away from the roof, and I've got to get, it's got to go, and it's just like, oh, stress. And then there's so much stuff that we have to deal with in life, and then we think, oh my god, and we're here for a bigger reason as well. It's part of the journey. But I think when we can really just connect to that higher self within us, that higher purpose within us, that higher love within us, and choose to be there more. When we give and help other people, we feel good. We still have all our own challenges, and so Julie's feeling heavy. Where are you feeling that? Is that in your tummy still, Julie? That heaviness? What is it you're carrying around with you? So I feel like we're going to go back into past lives, but if you, Julie, so let's just acknowledge that heaviness. If anyone else is feeling any of these, just breathe, because it will just going to work and help all of you. My intention is for highest good of all. So just breathe. Let's just acknowledge that heaviness in your tummy, Julie. Just notice what colour it is, what size it is, maybe what texture it is as well. Just notice any of the energies, any of the fears that's coming up. Any thoughts that are coming with that, and just acknowledge it. First of all, we just want to accept it, acknowledge it, and just release that now. Let's let your body know it's safe to let this go. Just keep breathing. Let's dissolve any energy reversals that we may have there for you. Okay. Starlight Velvet. Sorry, can't help it. Black melon size. Okay. Okay, let's just acknowledge whatever is stuck in this this dense black melon size, whatever's stuck in there. This life, past lifetimes. So because can we go back to the very first lifetime this may have been created in Julie, or in anyone else, if anyone else has experienced similar, and we're working on those levels. Can we treat that please as source of any energy reversals or false beliefs connected to that? Let's just release. Okay, and treat body, let body know it's safe to let this go. Inner child. Let's release that resistance, please. Whatever that is, those thoughts, beliefs, everywhere it's connected to core beliefs. Just acknowledge that and shift the energy off of that so that can be released, please. Yeah, I'm getting past life, Bob. So let's just dissolve that source, please, and just treat all those past lifetimes. How's that feel, Julie? Is that shrinking? Does anyone else have anything? Earth chakra energy, birth energy, trauma. Is this for you, Shelley, or is this what you're feeling for Cut-Hor's attachments to it? Is this what you're feeling for Julie? Not me, that's what I'm feeling. Okay. Is something, okay, so let's just check in anywhere that this is inherited as well for Julie, and anyone else that's experienced this, whether you're live with me now or you're watching. Let's just treat anywhere this is inherited. We go back down those generations and treat that, please. Solve that. You're still connected past life. Okay, and a trauma, let's dissolve that. Just release and dissolve whatever may be trapped in there. Nobody knows it's safe to let this go. Release and dissolve now. Not as heavy, that's good, Julie. What size is it now? Is there an emotion that you've got there? Is there thoughts that's running through your head around that? Just let me know, just type that in. Just let me know. Is anyone else having anything come up as we're on here live? Anything? Oh, we can create a poll on here. I'll just see that on here. this is me getting used to all of this live stuff. So it's not as heavy, Julie. Out of 10, Julie, give it a rating out of 10. Hi, Amy, who's just joined us, and Natalie. Hello. Anyone else that's joined? Welcome to everybody that is joining. So it's the same size, but it's not as heavy. Okie dokie. Right. Once again, let's just go into. Okay. What have we got inside of this? Do you know what I'm feeling? It feels like you're holding it, and it's like I can't actually let it go. Can't actually let it go for whatever reason. Trapped. Yeah, it feels like it's part of your identity. So if you let this go, who are you going to be? Does that make sense? And this is a huge thing. It's amazing how much resistance that we can have to letting something go, even when what it is we're letting go is not serving us. And this is what I'm feeling for you, Julie. I feel like we've gone in past lifetimes, inherited, but it feels like it's part of you. Does that resonate? And it's going to be really scary for you to let that go. It's going to be really, because it's like, who are you without it? Your inner child as well. It feels like holding on. And thank you for everyone else that's posting stuff as well. It's nice we can work together as a team. So let's just acknowledge all of that, Julie. Okay, so I'm just going to connect with your inner child. You may see my inner child, you might see some other people, because we've got people behind the scenes working with us as well. And we just want to just to be there. Sometimes I just sit and play with, make like daisy chains, without intruding on people's inner child, allow them to be curious and come out. Okay, so let's have a look with this. Okay, so let's just acknowledge, let's just connect with your inner child, let's connect with your soul as well. It's like it's time to release, to let go. So let's just acknowledge all that resistance, all that fear, everywhere you're scared to let this go, everywhere you feel that you can't let it go, all those beliefs that we're going to have around that as well, about letting it go. Let's just acknowledge those. So you're going to have some feelings that's going to come, some thoughts that are going to come through, Julie. So just acknowledge them, allow them to come through your mind, and then keep going. We just want to acknowledge them, want to bring awareness to them. Let's just treat that resistance to letting that go. Let's just treat any trauma that may be trapped there, any of those dark, heavy emotions. Can we just treat those, please, superconscious? We don't need to know too much about them. Let's just treat. And just bring in that light, please. Acknowledge that resistance, release that fear. And who you'd be without this, who you'd be without, who you're choosing to be. Oh my God, Daisy Chain Retreats is vintage van name. How does that feel, Julie? How does that feel, that in the stomach now? Everyone's been typing as well about different things. How does that feel? Just let me know. Is that still there? Because it feels quite clear to me, but I want you to check in. So just let me know how that is. Is that feeling still there? Does it feel a lot lighter, a lot better? We're going to go into a meditation. Eliana, welcome. Good to see you watching. We've been going for a while now, so we are going to wrap up. We're going to do a meditation before we finish. I feel senses snake there. So you feel like you sense a snake in your stomach. I need to go. No worry, Louise. Love you. Thank you for joining us. It's diminishing. I can feel like it's diminishing I'll be stronger and more in control. Yeah. Okay. So if it feels like it is diminishing. It feels like it's releasing, Julie. Let me know how. So if you feel like there's a snake in your stomach. Yes. Okay. So let's just acknowledge that snake and the energy that brings with it. Okay, and let's just subconscious. Can we dissolve that? All the energies around that, the emotions around that. This life, past life, parallel lifetimes. Any of the chakras, can we treat all of those, please, as well? Anywhere this may be inherited. That little inner child, keep her safe. And shift and clear that. Allow Judy to feel safe without this. Allow Judy to feel safe, that's nice and clear. Connected to her higher self, soul purpose, please. Hi, Eliana. Okay. It feels my stomach feels like it's going to have upset stomach ache. It's something there that you're not digesting, that you're not able to process. It feels like there's resistance to letting this go as well, Julie. Something you can't stomach. So just acknowledge whatever that is, whatever is coming into your mind, the feelings, the thoughts. We're all here for you, sending you lots of love. Okay. Just acknowledge. Okay, so can we just treat all this resistance, please? Can we treat the resistance in this life? Can we treat all the resistance from past lifetimes, please, of letting this go, whatever this is? Can we just treat and treat all of that as dissolve any energy reversals? Can we acknowledge all the thoughts and beliefs that are connected with that, this lifetime, parallel lifetimes, past lifetimes, please? Anyway, any of this is inherited, let's just acknowledge that, treat that as well, please. Superconscious, can we just treat this so this is safe for this to be gone for Julie, so that she can be clear, she can have calmness. Can we just treat this, please, and fill Julie with light, allowing her to step into that energy, that power, that love, the angel that she is, please. How does that feel now, Julie? It's so hi Karen, just joined us. It's so interesting. Sometimes we have this, don't we? We have something that's really challenging to shift, and it's feels lighter. Yeah, because Fab said you've got a whole team surrounding you with love, Julie. You're safe. Feels lighter. Yeah. It feels like this is something that's going to continue to feel lighter, Julie. It's what it feels like. They felt like there was a lot of resistance to letting it go, a lot of different things, but I'm so grateful that you're on here. Hannah, thank you for being here. So I'm grateful that you could be here and we can help you with that today. I do feel it's going to continue to feel lighter. Okay. So let's do a little meditation. I'm going to try and keep it short because I've been talking for an hour and 40 minutes already. And I appreciate your time. I do love to talk. I will be doing some videos and some stuff for you. I'm going to do some polls in the group, and I'll be here again next Monday. I was aiming to keep it to about an hour, but ultimately I want to be here to serve you all. So let's go into a meditation. I'm going to try and keep it short, just so we can all connect and fill in our powers. I do invite you to check out your values. If any of you would like any you want to find out work with me or anything like that, I do offer a 20-minute chat for free. So we can have a one-to-one if you want to connect, if you want to see how I could help you further, if you want to work with me or anything like that. But I will be here every week regardless. So just to make you aware of that. And if you do like what I'm sharing here, you'd like to, you could buy me a coffee, which is a little thing that I see, which I thought was really quite cool. I'll post the link in that. You had all that talking pent up, so maybe, well, I like to talk, you know that. So I will share the link for that. It's just sometimes it's nice to say thank you, appreciation. So if you want to buy me a coffee, you can. So I'll share that link. That you don't have to. I want to be here. I want to do this for free. I want to be of service and help you. But if you would like to express your appreciation, then you can. So I will post that as well. Or Babs, if you've got the link, you could just post that in the comments. But let's do go into a quick meditation. Yes, all back in our power. So, and obviously give me any feedback once we've finished this, as I'm aware this is very long, so I appreciate you being here this long with me. So I just invite you to close your eyes and just take a nice deep breath in and out through the mouth. Breathing in deeply and slowly. Bless you, Amy. And relax on that exhale. Making that slower if you can. We're just telling your body that you're safe. Breathing in through your nose. And relaxing. And just tell your body to relax. Just notice your belly softening. And as you take these deep, slow breaths, you're feeling relaxed. Place your hands, well, I invite you to place your hands on your heart and open heart. You set that intention to open your heart. As you breathe deeply and slowly, breathing in calm, connecting to peace. And just allowing your heart to open. You may visualize and see that open like a flower, but bringing your attention to your heart and just sensing that light that's within your heart space. And as you breathe, allowing that to expand and fill your chest. And nice slow exhales. And breathing in, allowing that light, visualize it, imagine it, feeling your body, coming down your body, into your legs, down into your feet, coming into your arms, into your hands, and to your head. Just focus on that heart and that light, and just set the intention to expand that light. You may well feel your wings. If you have wings from the angelic or the elemental, or there's other beings with wings, so you may feel that connection. I can normally feel mine when I do this. And just breathe that love and just allow yourself to connect with your soul, with your higher self. So whilst your hands over your heart, I want you to imagine a big bright light above your head, connecting with your soul star chakra. And if you close your eyes and turn your eyes up, and you may just see that light, have your soul star chakra connected to the vortex, connected to everything, the divine, God, whatever name you want to use. And I want you to just breathe that light in, and imagine that's coming into your crown, coming into your head, and just relax as you breathe. Keep those breaths nice and slow. And breathing that light down into your heart. And allowing that light to flow down into your root chakra, down into your hips and down to your legs, into the feet, into the ground. So you'll be able to feel, to see or sense a stream of energy. And you may feel the chakra, the earth star chakra that we have. Couple feet beneath our feet. And just allowing that energy to go in. I'm sensing that a lot of you are very connected into the 3D grid, 3D energy. So we're just going to ask this light, and you may all see and sense this. I've done this with my members a few weeks ago. And just breathing that light, and just set the intention now that we want to now to connect to the 5D grid, please, and beyond. So to bringing that divinity, that light round, flowing through your body, allowing that to flow over your body, coming down to the earth. And we're just going to set the intention now just to connect into the 5D grid. And allowing that energy to flow down, sending love all the way down for all the grid workers, all the amazing light beings on this planet, and for Mother Earth. So just allow that. You may see or sense this. The first time I'd done this, I was just blinded by the light. And just feel that. Just anchor all of you, ground all of you, connect all of you to the 5D grid, please. The highest timeline and grid for all of you. Round that down. Gorgeous. Okay, and feeling that light just flow in your body, flowing over. Let's ask this light to clear and dissolve any hooks that you have in your energy from this life, past life, parallel lifetimes. Any hooks, these are that can drain you. Let's dissolve those now. Keep breathing. Let's dissolve any energy attacks in your energy. If there's any energy attacks this life, past life, parallel lifetimes, can we dissolve them, please, for everybody? Anything that's stuck in their aura, any hooks, any cords no longer needed, shift all of those now, please, for everyone listening live and everyone listening to this recording. Thank you. Breathing that light. Subconscious, can we please identify anything that's being carried by people as well? If they're carrying other people's emotions, other people's energies, other people's beliefs, if they're carrying work, they're carrying situations for the world. We just acknowledge that, highlight up in everyone's energy, and can we just release that, please? Just wash that away, allowing you just to connect with that divinity and light. We release and let go of everything that's not yours. Nice deep breaths. You may want to move your body a little bit. It's going to just help the energy flow, but let's just shift, release everything that doesn't belong to you, please. Wow, the light I'm seeing from all of your energy is awesome. So that is all just ground into ground. So now I want you to see that flow that's coming down, that beautiful heart space that's expanding. It's going to put you in a beautiful sphere of energy. Just allow that to expand, to fill your room, fill in the light, and to go down. We're just going to ground and anchor into that 5D grid. Beautiful. And now we're going to breathe in for our feet. So I just want you to now, as you take a deep breath in, breathe in through your feet. I'm going to breathe that up into your root chakra. Okay, so breathe that in. And I'm going to breathe that up into your heart. And just feel that love and appreciation from Gaia. And we're going to breathe that up into our head. And just allow that to flow. Beautiful. So we have that flow down from source, a flow up from Gaia. Our heart energy expanded. Have we got anything hanging out? So okay, so dragons. Anything that's dark hanging around, dissolve those now, please. Anything that is not 100% love, light, or truth, dissolve now. Okay, that feels clear. Okay, so bringing your hands to your heart. Just smile. We're just going to breathe in, just smile. Connect into your heart, to your divinity, to your soul, to who you truly are. Just breathe in and feel the love that's here for you from everybody. That's here from you, from all your guides and angels, from Gaia. Just feel the love and just know how loved and valuable and important you are. Even though there's part of you that might not feel you worthy of it or deserve it, you are. So just breathe that in and allow yourself to receive that. Put in a big smile on your face. We connect with our different energy pathways as we do this. Beautiful. And when you are ready, I like to have a little stretch. That's good. Get the energy moving. And how does that feel? So when you are ready, give your body a little bit of a shake. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you for staying with me to the end. We're nearly going for 2 hours. It's me. I'll do an hour. And thank you for everyone that stayed on with me this long as well. I really appreciate that. I keep smelling incense. Julie, amazing, thank you. Babs has posted the link if you'd like to buy me a coffee. It's just something I've seen. I thought that is so cool. It's nice to have a little exchange of energy. Babs has posted the link in the comments. So I'd really appreciate if you would like to. You don't have to. I'm not doing it for me coffee. I'm doing it because I can. Because I can. And I'm going to be here next Monday, and I'm going to be here the Monday after. I think the Monday after that, and then I think the Monday after that I'm on holiday. But I'll be here. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be here every week. If I need to be on for 2 hours every week, I'll do it. I'm going to try and be here in an hour. And I'm going to set up a masterclass. I'm going to do some polls in the group. Let me know. Let me know how I can support you. Miss Sarah's meditations. I miss you too, Bob. Miss you too. But I'm going to be in it every week. So someone's smelling sage and someone's lit the sage. It could be. We're all connected. I don't know if any of you got the visuals as I was doing that meditation. I could just see everyone's light. I did feel a little bit of darkness. We soon got rid of that. It's like, get the fuck out of here, darkness. We're just going to hold the light. Hold the light, not be scared of our shadow, because we're in this together. And I want you to know this. We are all in this together. I'm committed to being here for you. This is like the new Earth Angel Sanctuary. I want people to feel safe. I want them to feel loved, seen, heard. We want to help and inspire you. With so many amazing people in this group. I'm grateful for all of you. Edith, you're most welcome. Miranda, thank you. Oh, thank you for buying me a coffee, Miranda. Babs has posted the link. I will post it separate just so you've got it. But I really appreciate that. It's just nice to have a little exchange, because people's like, oh, I can do it. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I see that and I thought, what a wonderful little thing. The light got so bright. It was amazing, didn't it? Did you all notice when I checked in, I was getting a no for the collective with the 5D grid. This was something that come up on a call about 3 weeks ago. I know Babs was with me on the call, and a couple of other people. And I was like, I'm not grounded into the 5D grid here. And the link don't go anywhere. It should go somewhere. I'll post it. I'll post a picture. Oh no, you won't be able to do that. I think it should go somewhere. We'll work that out. And you saw a panther at the end then, yeah. Allow yourself to just enjoy the energy of this group. That is my intention. I want it to feel like home. Family's huge value of mine. Contribution, huge value of mine. And I want this to be a place. I haven't been here for a long time, but I ain't going anywhere now. I'm back. I'm grateful for everyone that's kept this group going. For all the people, I did a shout out the other day to people that keep posting beautiful quotes and stuff. Please post, share problems, struggles, just share in the group so we can help and support you. You'll be seeing a lot more from me, a lot more from Babs, a lot more from the other admins, and we're in this together, and we've got this. We've created a ripple effect by just what we've done. But did anyone see the energy of the earth when we went down? When I first done it, the light was unreal. And before I come on here, I like to just call in my team. It felt really good. My energy felt really strong. Right, okay. And I was like, calling all my team, and I love to work with the dragons as well. And Mother Earth was like, I'm right here. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel that connection. So I hope you all do too. Thank you. There's one thing I like to do when I end my calls, and that's give yourself a big hug. Let's have a big group hug. Oh! And it's so, so wonderful to see so many of you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everyone that's posted and shared. And I will see you all next Monday. So until then, my friends, take care. My heart to yours. So much love and appreciation for you. And I look forward to connect with you all soon.